Okay, good morning and welcome, guys. It is Friday. It is Pounds for Breakfast. It has been an absolutely amazing week. Thank you for being part of our story. Thank you for being part of the new DVDM markets. Look, feel, launch, everything and in between. We appreciate you. We love you. It's been an amazing week. Now, we've got back into the swing of things. And again, next week, we're taking things to a whole new level. If you're not yet a part of Premium Plus, smash the link down below. Jump into our social area. Get Premium Plus. Less $1 a day, you get the most amazing services that are out there right now in the world. Now, let's jump into the news. Let's just wrap up this week really quickly in the next 5 minutes or so. So, on the news side, a massive disappointment from an earnings perspective was Walmart. Walmart was touted pretty much the whole of this week to, have got that lower price point, to have sort of captured spenders who are trying to find discounts, and they were highly propped up as essentially going to be one of those earnings that was supposed to surprise the markets. They didn't, right? I'll show you on the S&P 500 heat map. Massive losses across the board, and a large portion of that is obviously driven to that Walmart stock disappointment. So really having a look at that S&P 500 heat map, right? Still pretty much a Christmas tree. Tesla's given back some of those massive gains it's had over this week, but Walmart down just over 8%. Another notable negative here is Cisco Systems. That is down just over 9%, actually just under 10%, closer to that target there. So a little bit of a Christmas tree there, but obviously earnings season as we move into and obviously wrap up this fourth quarter, we obviously get a lot of those third quarter earnings reports that trickle in over this period. So to be expected. Now, let's talk about markets really quickly. But before we talk about markets, guys, if you haven't yet jumped in and part of Premium Plus, it's an absolute must. Again, less than $1 a day, get absolute best services around the world. Now, we've had an amazing week this week, right? Certainly the trade of the week has to go down and be given credit to our NAS trade, right? Again, it's been a bit of a slow week. We started on Wednesday with the launch of the new business, of the new setup, but yet NAS still performed fairly well. Now, we do have some trades we are going to be popping out today. We are going to be potentially taking advantage of the reversals that generally come into the markets on a Friday. And what we're going to potentially do, but hasn't yet already been issued into the social area, is we're going to be looking at taking advantage of that NAS sell to give back some of the gains that were made from that CPI data release that came in on Tuesday. So obviously stay tuned in the social area. You will get those updates, and it will obviously come directly through to you in that area right there. So in the markets, what we're busy looking at, and most importantly, so there is that sell pending order that has obviously already come through. It's obviously populated into the social area, that one right there. So again, we're trying to take advantage of that resell towards that downside. Now, the reason for that is we're obviously looking at NASDAQ's monster move here. This is NASDAQ on a 1 hour time frame. And again, we're looking at the data that came out for the dollar yesterday. Data came out weak. NASDAQ had a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of a pushback, but nothing substantial right there, okay? Because of these weaker earnings that are we obviously seeing, that will affect more something like US 30, way obviously more S&P 500, but it could start to give the markets a little bit of the jitters that these earnings aren't coming through the way they should. However, on the flip side, long term, I do need to note that the lower inflation that we saw in CPI, the lower than expected inflation we saw on the PPI, these are all really good signs for the stock market long term. So this short is primarily a scalp, taking advantage of the reversals we sometimes see on Friday, that sort of claws back some of the moves that have happened during the week. However, long term, we do still see that there are some big gains still to be made on indices across the board. Now, gold made a very big move towards the top side yesterday after some of that data that we saw. However, it moved a little bit too erratic for us to call out an immediate buy, and so we left that one to do what it had to do. So we will be monitoring gold over the course of today, looking at its immediate market structure. Should it break, we will be issuing that into the social area. Now, guys, if you haven't done so already, please, everything that we do here, largely at DVDM Markets, is absolutely for free. Go ahead and like and share this video. It does a ton for the YouTube algorithm if you're watching us via YouTube. And if not, go and share this with somebody who you know may benefit from understanding a bit more about trading, who wants some education, who wants the mentorship side, who wants the signals and everything else in between bundled in one convenient package that's easy to access. Now, if you haven't done so already, there's also an app to download to access our social area. That link is also down in the description in our social area, that you can obviously find out how to download the app, easy to use. Now, guys, it's been a great week. it is Friday. We obviously want to be a little bit safer because Fridays can be a little bit erratic, but we want to wrap up on a strong note. We will still send out some opportunities that we're hoping we can end in a super strong note for the day. However, our focus is on next week. Inside the calendar, you will see every day what sort of live events we are going to be having. We're ramping up the signal service to the second gear. This week was really about getting the service delivered and seeing the reception thereof. Next week, it's about really changing into that second gear and taking things to a whole new level. Now, remember, in the free environment, we'll guarantee 500 pips of profits banked. That's after losses. And then in the premium plus area, that is unlocked in full. So again, you want to be part of that. You don't want to miss out. I'm telling you ahead of time. I know I'm going to get a whole lot of messages next week when we don't send the signals through once we've hit that target. People are going to be asking, where are the trades? That will be in premium plus only. It's an exclusive area. Other than that, guys, again, thank you so much for being with us this week. Thank you for celebrating the successes and the strides that we've made, ultimately to bring a better service to every single one of you. And thank you for the feedback. As always, much love, be safe, trade safe, have yourselves an amazing weekend. See you on the other side. Cheers.